Hi everyone, it's Cal. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're still out there. It's been many months since I last touched in, and I just wanted to shout out to what's been going on. So I came back to Canada from Italy. I was so overworked from Italy. I absolutely was on the verge of collapse. Italy they need help there when it comes to the animal uh, rescue situation, and one person can't do it alone. But also, I have my mother's up and hitting 90, and she's here, and a few other things were going on here back in Canada, so I came back here to recover. Um, there's lots to be said about Italy, which I won't get into, but the south of Italy, Calabria region especially, really needs help. Uh, all the animals need help, and I have kind of turned the farm into a animal rescue place, but I'm not there to rescue animals, sadly. So my heart is there. I think about it often. I'm very busy trying to just sort of get grounded again and cure my health up. And the way you do this, it all comes down to the circle, of course, is in my situation. I'm sure other situations are different, but they're not really, but they are. Um, it just depends on how you're viewing uh, your mental physical systems, but they all require uh, the balancing of the circle. And the zodiac wheel really does talk about the mental frequencies that affect the body. And right now, the mind for me is has been overtaxed, and so working on the body and not doing any thinking has been the challenge. So I started a new job. I came back here and resumed a same type of role, but in a different facility. And I'm not sure if it was quite the right thing to do, because assuming the same kind of role that you have done before, um, it is good if depending on the amount of velocity, the amount of attention the role needs. And interestingly enough, my vibration attracted me to a corporation that is very disorganized and growing at a rapid rate and hugely understaffed. So I went full tilt into that and have been doing massive reorg, which I kind of like. But I'm at my body and mind is so exhausted, and not just from the Italy thing, but uh, teetering two jobs since Kundalini in 2010, uh, doing two jobs, the research and going to work. So just really trying to begin to play it safe here, because some strange things have happened because my mind has been so overtaxed, so fainting from sheer exhaustion and things like that. Um, so still trying to move in the direction of the heart and coming up to sort of a pivotal point to make a change, and just going through the preliminary stages of overlooking all things in my life and getting them sort of cleaned up and and round it up. I wanted to link back to all of you because all of you with your questions and comments were such an inspiration to me. I'm sure most of you have drifted on because I just haven't been present. But we're coming up to Christmas, and so I wanted to talk a little bit about the Christmas tree. And I'm going to actually make that a separate video. I'm going to just do it right now. This is just touching base with all of you to say hi. I'm around. I'm out in the ethers, but I'm around. And you are not forgotten. And I hope that all of you are, if you're not balanced or working to balance the mind body, this is the whole goal of being at the point of being human in order to do the Kundalini is to become balanced. And there is so much to be said on that. But adequate exercise, adequate sleep, balanced with work and not doing 2 jobs full tilt, but doing the measurable amount of work that is at the same level to the measured amount of exercise, and eating good food and having adequate sleep. All these things need to be in balance to get the flow happening. And I have never been in balance. At the time when I did the Kundalini, I did it full tilt because all areas of my life were in massive full tilt, but they were all up here. I was a super workout queen. That's pretty much what I was doing all day long, was working out, and I was super healthy eating. But I was also drinking, and I was also doing other things as well. But I was living life at full tilt, and I had the power to take it all and rein it all into to my center, to have that full-on experience that was so grand. Which gave me so much knowledge by connecting to the web, that it has sent me sort of in a spiral, the years of not just coming down, but assembling the information in an adequate way to be able to convey it to others in a somewhat linear fashion, because we don't have the background to really understand this. We've been learning other things, and it doesn't discount these other things that we've been learning, but the spectrum of learning is just not broad enough. And really, from my perspective, I feel having a hardcore spiritual foundation really sets you right to go into the world. And then, learning all these other things can give you skills and knowledge. Of course, that's my point of view. Yeah, I just wanted to pop on and say hi, and now I'm going to do that second video for you, a very light version of the Christmas tree from my perspective after connecting to the web. I hope all of you have a great Christmas season. I wish you so much goodness and joy to come to you, and never forget your inner being. That the inner center of you is the number one, and everything else is secondary to that. Yes, it is a two-way system, the outside and the inside, but the inside comes first. So you have always got to start with you first and ground to that, and then step into the world at every moment of every day of your existence. The check-in and then the going out into the world. So having wished you a very Merry Christmas and just doing this quick little check-in, I'm going to sign off now, and I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye, and see you next time.